Yes, thank you, Chair, and first of all, thank you to the rapporteur who did an excellent job. And before I make my remarks to the European Commission, maybe we could all remind providers of goods and services that they don't actually have to wait for the implementation of the directive to provide their services in an equal manner. It's not only about legislation. I hear what the Commission is saying about the reporting, but I find that a very bureaucratic approach. You don't really need to use the test à chaque case in order to keep the report on hold. I think there are many to report even before 2014, because let's face it, even if the directive has been on the table since 2004, that's only a law on paper. If you look at the actual reality that we're living in, we know, even without your report, that there is very unequal provision of services to men and women. One point which is addressed only summarily in the report of Mrs. Gourmay is access to sexual and reproductive health services, which are very restricted, very limited in some countries, usually for ethical, moral reasons, on religious grounds, which disproportionately affect women. They're not so much directed against women, but they affect women. So there is a case of indirect discrimination, and I hope that the Commission will take that into account when reporting. And finally, one point, my group will, when we're voting separately on paragraph 19, we will vote against. That's the paragraph on the media, including the media in the directive, because although sometimes, I'm personally disgusted by how shall I put this politely, by the things I see in the media, I don't think that restricting the freedom of speech is actually the way to go. I think we've been approached by lobbyists from the media. We will indeed vote against Article 19, but I do think that the media should take their own responsibility and make sure that they don't discriminate against women. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs.